It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Today's video is on the many faces of Wally. Remember Wally, the owner of the filling station? Played by several actors. Let's take a look. Howdy, Wally, Sheriff Andy. Calls to skinny gentleman with dark hair who's reading in a rocking chair on his front porch. Andy, Wally answers, putting down his newspaper to find out what the sheriff wants. And man in a hurry, he actually spent a decent amount of time with Wally, the owner of Wally's filling station, because a central part of the plot is that the man in a hurry is stuck in town because his car needs fixing. On the Andy Griffith Show, Wally's filling station was perhaps, besides Floyd's barbershop, the most memorable Mayberry establishment, and for the role of Wally, the show cast several actors at different points, each with unique appearance and personalities. In this episode, Norman Leavitt, acting as Mayberry's main mechanic. He appeared as Wally once before, Man in a Hurry, in the 62 episode Lawman Barney. It's possible his might be the face you associate with Wally's filling station in your mind, because those episodes are both fan favorites, and he was the only person to play Wally more than once. But three other men appeared as Wally during the Andy Griffith Show run. Trevor Bardette in Gomer the House Guest, Cliff Norton in Goober's Replacement, and though some fans dispute his role, was intended to be the same Wally, Blackie Hunt in the Barbershop Quartet. Now, Leavitt was the original Wally, a character actor who had featured in movies since the 1940s and transitioned into TV in the mid-50s. In his career, he appeared on the Andy Griffith Show as several other characters, in addition to the guest roles on shows like The Addams Family and Green Acres and Wagon Train and so on. He was kind of a string bean comedian who was known behind the scenes as a bottomless pit when it came to snacking on the set. 52 on a set of a movie where he was specifically cast to play a skinny guy who eats everything in sight. It's reported that he daily consumed about a dozen candy bars, six to eight sandwiches, 4 pounds of assorted fruit, and a jumbo-sized box of cookies. The story goes that his wife would pack him a hearty lunch, which he would eat early, and then he'd eat a second social lunch in the commissary with the other actors. According to the Napa Journal, his wife screams hysterically if anyone asks her what he eats for dinner. As a nightcap, he likes salami, cut the long way, sandwiches. He credits his busy life as a character actor to always looking for his next meal to appease his limitless appetite. Then there was Trevor Bardette. He was never cast to play wonderful human beings. He was always cast as a bad guy who delights in killing good guys. In the 1959 Daily News, described Bardette as an ornery cuss, and noted that most often he was the one snuffed out by the episode's end, sometimes by being shot, other times by being stabbed, smothered, strangled, drowned, crushed by rocks, poisoned, trampled by horses, or hung. No wonder he was angry. The angry version of Wally was played by an actor whose most notable on-screen skill was being able to believably be taken out by TV heroes. Big trick is to die casually, he said. Most actors who have never been before been killed tend to overdo it when they first attempt it. You have to be extremely careful that the death scene doesn't wind up being humorous. I once saw a man hung. He kicked and kicked and kicked. It was horrible. You imitated the incident on TV and might possibly look funny. For Bardette, playing Wally was an extreme change of pace, but afterward he also appeared on other TV comedies like My Favorite Martian and Gomer Pyle. He retired from acting in '69 and passed away 8 years later. Next time we see Wally in Mayberry, it's the 6th season, and he's played by Cliff Norton, who St. Louis Dispatch described in '63 as one television supporting faces, a man seen on all networks. His episode is called Goober's Replacement, and in it we watch as Wally decides to fire Goober because his girlfriend Flora brings in more business on the day she fills in for Goob. By the end of the episode, Sheriff Andy and Wally lean up against a car at the station, with Wally admitting, "I have no luck with women." "Well, we're not supposed to understand them, Wally. We're just supposed to appreciate them." Norton got his start as an actor later from the other Wallys, but that's because he came from radio. As a radio performer, Norton voiced many characters, but he found transitioning to TV really limited his roles when he made the leap in 50. "Television, the face is there, and people won't believe you as a character of too many parts," he said. Out of all the Wallys, though, Norton may have been the one with the most experience dealing with customers. Growing up in Chicago, he took on a wide range of odd jobs, including shoe salesman and a woman's dress shop window dresser. According to the Chicago Tribune, he would improvise jokes on the job. Now, fans of the Andy Griffith Show dispute whether Norton's appearance in Goober's replacement was actual final appearance of Wally, or if that actually happened the next season during the episode of the Barbershop Quartet. The Barbershop Quartet, Andy enters a contest with his Barbershop Quartet, which includes the character actors Burt Mustin, Blackie Hunt, as well as Jack Dodson playing Howard Sprague, who ends up missing the contest. This results in Andy having to find a replacement at the last minute. "Wally, come here," Andy shouts Blackie Hunt's character about 2.5 minutes into the episode. Because Mayberry has a very well-known character named Wally, who's frequently played by different character actors, some fans see Blackie Hunt's character as Wally, the owner of the filling station. Others see him as some other Wally. It's never made clear that this is the owner of the filling station. To play the musical version of Wally and Mayberry, it makes sense that Andy Griffith's show cast Hunt, though. Hunt was a vaudeville performer who could play many instruments, and he was so good he frequently played them while hanging upside down. Andy Griffith was the only time Hunt ever appeared on a TV show, but in Las Vegas, Hunt was an absolute legend. And out of all those Wallys, he did the most Mayberry thing, then he decided to retire from performing. He opened up a family business at a Las Vegas restaurant called Bootlegger Bistro. He ran the place with his wife, who lovingly included her mother's recipes on the menu. Both of them were performers, and though retired elsewhere, they continued performing in their restaurant, her singing and Hunt doing what he did best, loudly playing instruments, sometimes while standing on his head. The restaurant became a place where Vegas performers liked to hang, the same way Mayberry Folk used to like to hang out at places like Hoyt's Barbershop and Wally's Filling Station. Long one, I know, but I thought this was cool because I've never heard anybody even mention that there were that many characters playing Wally. I mean, everybody brings up Alan Melvin, or I can't think of, there's several actors on here who's played different characters on here, but this is completely different. They got 4 actors who played one character, and it worked. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I'll let you go now. It's been a long day. Please don't forget about classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Head on over there. Please subscribe. Have a great day. God bless you. I'll be praying for you.